Hi everyone, it's Andy from Hobby Headquarters. Well, as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of exciting new stuff to share with you guys today. Most of it is out right now, and then there is one kit that will be out very, very soon, and that is the new Das Werk French 155mm World War I gun. Now, although this is a French gun, it was used by quite a few different armies, including the U.S. Army in World War I. So they give you different markings and stuff that you can use for all four different variants. The French, US, Spain, and even the Germans actually used it. So very cool looking kit inside. Plus we have all of the new ammo paint kits that I want to just take a brief minute, show you how cool those are. They're all arriving. They've got new ones, including like the new bare metal set. Plus something that we just got into our warehouse fairly recently are the new Ammo by Meng 3D printed accessories. These things are incredible looking. In fact, the brand new M2 Browning machine gun just came out. It's really amazing that they can 3D print this stuff. And I've got a whole variety of different type of ones that I want to show you. They are all available on the website right now, that if you want any of them, we've got a big pallet of these in, so we got a lot of them in there, but I think they're going to go fast when you see how really nice they are. And they're inexpensive too. That's the best part of all. So we're going to take a look inside the gun, and then I'm going to show you all of these new 3D printed pieces. And then also there is a new group of books from Mr. Black publication that we'll briefly touch on at the end of the video here. So we've got a lot to look at here. Let's get started. First thing we're going to look at are the new solution box as well as the super packs from Ammo by Meng. And these are a great idea because so many times when you go into there and if you're looking for a certain type of product to use for painting, like in this case bare metal, getting all the different things that you might need. You go on the racks and they might be out of one particular product or you don't know offhand. This is wonderful because they give you everything you're going to need inside the box. I should also point out too, this is the newest solution box. They actually make a whole bunch of different types, from doing sci-fi stuff to one is just on RAF aircraft, one of them's on German aircraft, one of them's on German tanks. So there are quite a few different varieties that you can pick up on this. This just happens to be the newest one that they've come out with. Okay, so let's look at what comes in one of these solution boxes. So right off the top, you're going to get up on the top there your primer, your gloss black primer, the enamel thinner, and then some of the different things. So we have here an Alclad airframe aluminum, as well as the aqua gloss clear to actually do the metal effect, some different color metal paints to do different tones, paint brushes, some grime to make part of it dirty, paint the book itself. That's the other great thing. These come with the book inside here that has a step-by-step on how to do different types of aircraft. So if you're doing World War II Mustangs to MiG-21s to 104 Starfighters, you're going to be able to do it with this particular box. And then if you don't want to get something so large, they've also come out with a bunch of small group of sets here. And we'll use this one right here. This is their metallic one. Sorry about the bright light there. This is a smaller set, so it's going to have no brushes inside and less of the paints, but still enough to get a good base going on doing metallics, whether it be for figures, like a knight in armor, all the way up to airplanes. And as you can see here, they've got all different ones. And it's cool because each one has different stuff in it. So this one has stuff for doing vegetation. So we've got some of the slime and green, but it also has a set of ivy and flowering garden stuff in here too, so you can do some effects like that. And then of course we've got a rust, mud, track and wheels, a mud effect over there, which I'll just show you just what I'm talking about with this. So you're going to get all of the Ammo by Meng things to do mud on a tank track, which looks great. And then the final one over here is weathering engines on it. Next up, we have these new resin 3D printed accessory pieces, and I am really excited about these. We've had some of the varieties in the warehouse for a while. I kind of just walked by them. I don't know, I just never paid attention to them before until a bunch of new ones came in just yesterday, in fact, and I started looking at those, and then I went back and looked at all the other ones too, and Wow, super impressed with the detail that they've gotten out of these. So as you can see here, we've got a bunch of different things. We've got like a 50 cal machine gun, the ammunition boxes, antennas, and this is just a small portion of the number of things that they've come out with. There's all different types of ones. You can see them all on our website over there if you want to take a look at them. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to crack open this Browning 50 cal as well as the tool clamps for the Panzer III or the Panzer IV. I'll pick one of them there and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, first up is the piece that I was really excited about to get, and that is this new 50 cal machine gun. Now, the only negative, and that's a negative for me as the guy trying to film this, is that it's in clear resin, and it's kind of hard to see all of the detail. Try to get in as close as possible, but these are absolutely incredible looking. Look at even the charging handle and the grips in the back. All done for you, and remember this part right here is just a like a sprue piece to protect the item. But look at the barrel's nice and straight. You've got the container for the 50 cal rounds plus the little cradle there to hold it, and this makes it so much easier because let's face it, when you have an American vehicle, whether it's World War II or even modern, the 50 caliber is the first thing you look at when you get it on when you're looking at the item. And this is already done for you. Other than having to attach the cradle and the box on the side, it's ready to go. Just slap some paint on it. Next up, this is going to be, I think, a little bit easier for you guys to see the detail that's in here. This is a set of clamps and tie downs for the Panzer III. And we're going to get in real close. I'm going to put this on a... See all of the detail. Normally, think about that, you're having to do photo etch and you're bending a ton of little photo etch and it takes forever to do that. That's why I don't put most of the little tiny photo etch parts on it there. I mean, they're such a pain to work with. This is already done for you. So you just take a real sharp X-Acto knife, a touch of super glue, you've got your clamps already ready to go. And they make it, such a wide variety of different things for different vehicles. We also have tools and smoke dischargers. And one other thing I'm going to show you next is the new grills that they've also done in 3D printing. You've got to see these. These are incredible. And here are those Tiger grills. They are a universal set according to the package. They'll work on most manufacturers of kits, so that is a great thing. So you're not looking around for a specific one for a Tamiya kit or a Dragon kit or a Trumpeter kit or whatever Tiger you happen to be building. These should be able to work on it here. So now I'm looking at the packaging too, and the packaging just says Tiger, so I'm assuming that they will work on both the early and the late. I have to do a little more investigating on that right there, but looks like they might because it's saying work ideal for any kit brand, it says on there. So definitely, guys, take a look at the website. They have so many different new 3D printed items. They're inexpensive and they're ready to go. Not a lot of assembly, if at all. Most of them don't require any assembly and make modeling a lot easier for yourself. And now we're going to take a look at the French 155mm C-17S howitzer. And this is a brand new, soon-to-be released kit by Werk. It's in 35th scale, and it has all of the different markings for France, USA, Spain, and Germany, which we'll show you that at in the instructions on it here. But I was looking through it, and it is a beautiful kit. So let's show you the sprues. First of all, we have our A sprue here. This has got really thick wheels, the shield, part of the split trail. Look at the nice rivet detail all down the side. There's the A sprue. And now we have the B sprue. And such a very unusual shaped barrel. I think that's why it's in two halves, because look at the shape on it there. And some of the other accessories that go along with it there. Next up, we have another set of wheels inside here, and it's probably to do the different variants, I'm assuming. Yeah, those first wheels were a lot thicker. And then we have all of the tiny accessories on this sprue, on the C sprue. Just like that. And the final one is a set of ammunition for this, which is really nice that they gave you this inside here, because obviously this is an unusual gun that you're probably going to have a hard time trying to find ammunition. And they even gave you a bunch of boxes to put it in. There we go. Now let's take a look quickly at the instructions. And you guys know I like to give you a little breakdown of the instructions to let you see what you're getting into. So we'll turn right to the beginning here. And as you can see, we've got the sprues laid out in color, so you can see what parts are on each one. We also have the different markings. So the first one we're going to look at here is a French one, which is probably the most common of this. Next up, we have an American version in World War I. And then a Spanish Civil War up to 1939. And this is one I actually didn't realize. When it said the Germans used this, I thought maybe World War I. But no, actually, this is a North African one used by the Africa Corps. So you can build this and use it, which would make sense. I'm sure there was a lot of these guns laying around after the war. So if you're doing early North Africa, these were around. So very interesting. And then the instructions are great because they're in color and they show you step by step each one of the pieces going on in blue, and that tells you that's a new part that's being added to the gun. And I won't take too much of your time here showing you all these, because there is a lot of little parts on this, though. I mean, it's not a huge gun, but lots of parts inside. Which reminds me, I left off one of the pieces that I didn't show you, but I'll show you as soon as we're done with the instructions here. Oh wow, there's even a photo etch placard that goes on here that says where it was made. And final little bits of photo etch, which I'll also show you in a second there. And then they finally put together, and you also get, I was a dummy. That was not two different types of wheels. I forgot there is a limber in here. So the limber has the smaller wheels. The gun has the bigger wheels. So. And finally, that is my friend Harold up on top there. He is the owner of Das Werk, and has a little history about him there. And this was the other pieces I wanted to show you. These are the actual the part of the cradle that hold the gun. So you get those two pieces just like that. And a fret of photo etch. I'll try not to blind you too much. It's so hard with the lighting. See if we can get really close up there and see if you can see the placard. Very, very cool. Some ultimate detail on that. So there's a quick look at the new Das Werk French 155mm howitzer. They are available for pre-order right now on our website, and they are due to arrive late July, early August was the last thing we've heard on those. They're coming on the big container ship with all the other Takom and Meng and Ryefield model stuff. So as long as that container doesn't get delayed, they should be here right around early August. And next up, I want to show you 4 new books that have come out from Mr. Black Publications. They are all figure painting books that are just incredible detail on it here. If I ever get a moment, one of these days I want to start to learn how to paint figures, because it is not something I think that you can just, 10 minutes in and you're going to get it looking like what they do on these books. So first off, we have our fantasy world in scale. So we've got all the fantasy ones here, so like Lord of the Rings and some other weird-looking creatures. Then after that, this one right here is a nice one. This one is World War II German Military Forces, Volume 3. Actually, in Scale 3, Collection Volume 8. And they show you all the different ways of painting. There's got some diorama stuff in here for doing little vignettes. And then look, step by step, painting a figure. And God, look at the detail on that last one right there. In fact, it's so detailed, my camera is putting the square box around the guy's face, thinking it's a real face. So just to give you an idea what's inside these magazines right here. Beautiful looking stuff. Then there's also one on doing miniature busts. And wow. That's some incredible looking work there. And the final one is the World War II Special, which looks like they're teaching you how to actually build figures. Oh yeah, so yeah, we're showing step by step of doing the vignette, how they built the sandbags, and then how the guy molded the figures. So there's a quick look at the new Mr. Black publications. We are in the process right now of trying to get them onto our online store, but in the meantime you can go on his website at Mr. Black Publications and you can order them direct from there. So you got to see quite a few new cool products. Go down in the description down below and tell me what you think of the new resin 3D printed stuff. I mean, we've kept hearing for the longest time that 3D printing is the wave of the future, and it's looking like it because there's some beautiful looking stuff coming out. I want to take this opportunity right now to thank you guys as always for watching, and please stay tuned because we have many more videos coming.